Hi, I'm Carcino.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Whoa! Whoa! Let's get into it, big boy. Z and Roc Nation, Juan Perez and Desiree Perez and all of the guys at Roc Nation, boy, they are going through it right now. They are going through the gambit. People are really trying to interfere with this new direction Jay-Z is heading to, this new money. Somebody is really trying to stop him from obtaining the success he's searching for. Now, granted, Jay-Z is not the best guy in the world. Nobody's going to be like, man, he's such a great human being. Love Jay. You're not going to get a lot of that. You don't get a lot of why you. A lot of people don't like Jay, and they got reason not to like him. Some are just hating. That's what we're talking about. Now, here's the problem. It's not a lot of success out here. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of success. So when you're looking at a lot of people who aren't successful, they look for a cheap way to try to get successful. And this business now, and what's been transpiring, is a lot of people who are trying to use any way they can to latch on to some people who got some success coming. So they want to see if they could break up this Roc Nation situation and go after Jay-Z. And now this Tony Busby, who is a dirtbag scum lawyer, in my opinion, is trying to use, or he's the one that cast the first stone at Jay. And once Jay came at him to see the support Tony Busby got and is getting from others, is letting people know that there's a stronger play going on here. There's moves being done behind the scenes that other people wasn't looking at. Now, Roc Nation has made moves that baffled a lot of people. And they did moves that were, the practices were a little shady. And I did not take their side with the Carl Crawford situation with Megan Thee Stallion. I thought it was low down, tacky, and a way to try to stronghold a man who really was, who built Megan Thee Stallion up. And now when it's chance for him to make his money or whatever, y'all come in and try to tell her she's being robbed and try to manipulate her, and so you can make money off of her because you don't have any artist that's talented enough to bring in the revenue to keep you guys afloat. keeping those crest whitening strips on your teeth. Now, with all that being said, with all these people living like savages, when you have people who leave comments like, stop capping, so you know the dude is guilty. Guilty of what? You see, that's where the internet loses you sometimes. You know they're guilty. What is the crime? If you talking about guilty of a crime in a place he never was, with evidence that doesn't exist, no. He's innocent. And everybody know that he is from that situation. That woman was completely lying. Completely, 100% lying. They've had every expert in the world go up there and listen to this testimony and say, this testimony proves she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. And it's like she's being led to say stuff. But yet you'll have people on YouTube trying to tell you Jay's guilty because, hey, Jay's a bad guy in their opinion. And that's the reason why. So Jay's guilty. Why didn't they throw the case out? It's a very good idea. That's a very good statement. Why didn't they throw the case out? Why is this case being dragged all the way out through its procedure? Because somebody wants to get some publicity off of this case. Somebody wants this in the headlines more. They want this case going around knowing that it is false. There's no evidence presented. They want to just drag this procedure out. And they're like, we're not going to just get rid of this case because you want it to go, because your law firm wants to see it happen. No. You see, that's how you know there's corruption. Because there's no evidence to hold this case up. None. Nothing that involves Jay-Z. That's crazy. And they know that. Because if they had the evidence, they would have arrested him. He would have been, if they had evidence proving anything of Jay-Z's existence to this case, they would have definitely provided that. The original charge did not have Jay-Z attached to it when they filed a report. Later on, they went down there and amended the lawsuit to add Jay-Z's name to it. So you could tell it's BS. Fred, you could say that about everybody. Jay is not a good guy. I've never said he was. But if you're trying to make him guilty for something he didn't do, I can't sit there and be like, yeah, I'm not one of those people. I can't do that. If a black man is innocent of something, I'm not going to say he's guilty of it because I don't like him. Well, you know he's a scumbag. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Did he do it? And it's surprising to me that black people, mostly on social media, are acting as this way because it's benefiting them. Instead of just looking at the facts. I can't do that. I can't live like that. There's no way I could do it. I'm just built different. I can't. It's just not in me. It's not in my code to do that. Even if I don't like the guy, I got to go by what's there. And there's nothing there. And what I've seen presented to me showed me that they're lying. Now, in this lawsuit, in this paperwork you're seeing in front of you, this guy was an employee at the 4040 Club. And while doing his employment in the 4040 Club, Desiree Perez came there personally to handle business. You know, the one that turned snitch. She told Miguel Linares, that, for example, she allegedly stated that as she had already attempted to interfere with his collective action process because he claimed he wasn't getting paid at the 40/40 club what he wanted. And this was going to be bad publicity for Jay. Oh, Desiree Perez strung the action. So Miss Gonzalez, who the last name she was going at the time because she was hiding out because she was a rat, she told Miguel Linares that she would lock him up if he did not sign a general release. And told the plaintiff, Brandon Sturman, whatever, she would F up his tax life because of his involvement in the lawsuit. That's crazy. I ain't never heard nobody say they gonna mess your tax life up. Woo! That's some more devious stuff I've ever heard. They gonna mess your tax life up. That's really doing you in. You'll never get from under that. Then they said, well, after all of this was going on and the plaintiff saw what was happening, right? Look, in regards to the plaintiffs attached to their copy proposed notice, based on our conversations with Mr. Marks, we believe the only remaining disputes are, one, whether the notice should provide individual defendant Desiree Gonzalez contact information, and whether the notice should reference plaintiffs' claims that defendants charge server workers for walkouts, breakages, and the like, right? Defendants have offered no legal precedent or common sense reason for the inclusion of defendants' contact information and a opt-in notice. Furthermore, as stated, Ms. Gonzalez has engaged in improper communication with punitive class members. Plaintiffs believe the allegations regarding charges for walkouts and breakages are properly included in the notice. These allegations are in the complaint, and they will cover any opt-in plaintiff joining in this action. And C, were identified by the court as making a collective action particularly appropriate. Accordingly, we respectfully request the court to approve the attached notice. Thank you for your consideration into these matters. Now, what you're noticing here is that these procedures are something that is crazy and it's definitely hitting the fan. And Tony Busby got these bribery charges now against Roc Nation, saying that they're bribing people to come after him to keep him in litigation so he won't be able to represent that girl in a trial. He won't be able to represent nothing against Jay-Z because Jay-Z is going to try to make an example of Tony Busby and trying to exert his power. But Jay's trying to, I think he leaped too fast. He should have, he went too hard too soon. But that's how quickly he wanted to get this thing over with, as he probably promised the NFL that this would be over before the Super Bowl. It is not going to be over before the Super Bowl, thanks to this judge putting this in like a 3-month stance of, well, we're going to have this, and this before you can get these charges dropped. But once these charges are dropped, they're coming at Jay-Z from every angle. Now Jay-Z's going to be dealing with another one as Roc Nation, his company, is looking at a bribery charge that they're going to have to be faced with, saying such and such has already got $1,000. You can get another one. Yeah, you can get your money too, and all of these other people who are involved in said situation. I received a phone call from people that was trying to engage me, call me basically out of the blue, saying, I can't tell you who I am, but I could tell you who I represent. And trust me, I can't say over the phone, there's going to be money for you, but there's going to be money. Like, you don't worry about it. Just come to New York, take the meeting in New York. So I'm thinking, this is a setup. I'm not coming to New York. I was like, well, I'll put my lawyer on the phone with you. You could talk to him. So he talked to my lawyer, and I talked to my lawyer after they were done to see was this guy for real. So my lawyer looked him up, said, he's like, I kind of looked at the guy. He's like, I'm going to tell you right now, they probably got some money in it, but it's not a lot of money. It's not going to be worth it for you to do it. But he's saying it's something to do with the R. Kelly. And that's what it was about, R. Kelly. They wanted I had the R. Kelly video, was talking about the things about R. Kelly. So they saw it on YouTube, and they went and got the girl from the lawsuit based on what I had told them. So they wanted to get her story from it. And that was basically it. And from that point of view, and I was like, she signed an NDA, so she can't really say anything. But they got her to basically break the NDA, saying Kelly can't come after you because this is a whole move to try to lock up R. Kelly. Notice, anybody who's black, they send the whole administration after him to go get him. The R. Kelly case was illegal, but Kim Fox decided to push this because it was pushed on her desk to go after R. Kelly. R. Kelly was arrested and couldn't go to the studio to record music because they said his studio, which did not pertain a bed, because there was a couch, there was a place in there where he could possibly be having sex. So they was like, what is this? It's like, it is a couch. Many studios, recording studios, have a couch. What are you talking about? He's like, sometimes I'm in the studio, I'm working late, I would sleep on the couch. Like, what are you talking about? Find me a studio, a music studio that don't have like a lounge area or a couch. Well, you could be having sex on there, so we got to lock you out the studio. If R. Kelly knew then, R. Kelly should have left Chicago right then and there. He should have got his whatever funds he got and said, I'm leaving Chicago. I'm done. I don't know what's going on, but I got to get out the country. I'm going to go over to Bali. I'm not staying here. I don't know what's happening here. It was so crazy that they used evidence from 1994, 1994, 95, evidence that was never admissible in court the first time around, and tried to use it in this case and tried to say that he was holding people hostage when these people went on television and said they were there on their own will. Then they got to one girl and made her change her story up. And the other girl beat her up because she was taking the money. Talking about now she was being held hostage. And they wanted me to participate in the surviving R. Kelly. Then they told me on the phone while doing that they were also interested in Jay-Z. Now, this is going back to 2019, 2020, around that time. This is 2020. So they were getting ready to do this then. Man, I miss my lawyer, man. He passed away. Man, we used to get a lot more done with him. Now, R. Kelly is supposed to be released right now. R. Kelly should be free right now. Legally, he should be free. Because legally, the information they have on R. Kelly expired. Like, it was past the time for them to even pursue that information. And he's locked up based on the information that they went way past the statute of limitation on the information. He should be released right now. But they're holding him in jail while they still try to claim they're figuring it out. Because at the same time, they're stealing from him. Is R. Kelly music still on Apple Music? Yep. Oh yeah, it's a whole play. And that's what everyone's not really getting, that this is a witch hunt, and it seems to be black billionaires. Like, white people have never done a crime. Now, the way I see it, the way I see it is a little different. And well, everybody's gonna have their own notion about it, but the way I see it is a little different. You're gonna always have some people that's around you that feel a certain way. They're gonna say X, Y, and Z about you. They're gonna be bringing things to the forefront that don't make a lot of sense. So they coming with everything they can, but this isn't all Tony Busby. These are people that's working from the sidelines that's trying to find a way to come at Jay-Z. To now, remember the Ramir Satterwhite guy, right? Who, I'm Jay-Z's my father. Jay-Z's my father. Remember him? Now, all of a sudden, this guy's story, he can be heard on the Daily Mail. His story can now be told. Why do they care so much about if this is Jay-Z's son? Why are they so enamored about if this belongs to Jay-Z or not? Why are these people so connected to this? Why is it so important to them? Why would these people be so vested in that? They want to have something on Jay. They want to publicly humiliate him. They need to have their hand around his neck. But who? That's the main thing. Who did Jay piss off to get into this situation? They put this guy up on the Daily Mail. They put him in a studio when he couldn't be. For years, he's been talking basically from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Now they want to listen to him.
Wholeheartedly that Jay's your father. I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. honestly, I can take a no. I can take if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seeing a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like this can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like it's not fair.
They got this dude like he's a little lost boy holding up Jay-Z's photograph. They was like, hold up that picture of Jay-Z. And they got him there like he's a little bitty boy. He's a grown-ass man. He tried to rap and have a rap career that went nowhere. But they got you sitting up there like, I'm looking for my father. They got you up there like he's looking like his father. Jay might be the father. And the way he's been moving, it's like Jay's the father. Jay got a daughter. And Jay paid her money. But here's the thing. Jay knew that was his daughter. All from the jump. She got pictures of Jay like holding her as a baby. Absolutely. Jay pays his daughter. And in these arrangements financially, she can't admit she's his daughter. That's the arrangement. It's going to mess up his brand. That's how it looks. The fact that you got a daughter with somebody else way before is going to mess up. That chick in her 30s, I think now. She's in her 30s. Like she's a grown woman. She's been doing her thing. And Jay bought his daughter silence to basically keep him away from her. And say, here's some money. Here's some bread. So don't say I didn't take care of you. But you can only get this bread for you to shut up. So now, again, why would they go this route though? They're not trying to bring up his daughter though. You see, they're not trying to bring that woman up. Why are they bringing this guy? Why are they wasting their time with his story? What is this going to mean? Because I'm finna do the work for y'all. Here's the what if and the why if. They're interested in this because if this is Jay-Z's son, when he was born and when his mother was born, it's like his mother was 15, 16 years of age. So Jay was probably 21 or 22 when he was born. So that's why they're interested. This is the game they're trying to play. See, I see the moves happening a long time ago. I've seen a lot of these developments coming in. They're going to try to tie this guy's story in. Because if Jay ends up, they're going to try to get court orders to force Jay-Z to do a DNA test. And if Jay ever gets to forcibly do this test, and it proves that this kid is his, now they're going to say, well, here's proof you did statutory R word because you were an adult at the time and she was only 15, 16 years of age. Then this guy who says he doesn't want any money, he just wants to know his father, will come for the money. It's a chess move. Then Hulu has got this documentary money that they're giving up right now for Foxy Brown. But there's a lot of people in there coming. But Hulu look like they're going to win it. The bidding war. And all this is going to come down around the same time. And they want to keep Jay-Z lawyers busy. This thing has gotten so ugly, y'all. It's nasty work. Yeah, Jay don't want to mess up his brand. This is why he never came out and said Beyonce was his girl, because Beyonce was too young. They had to wait till Beyonce get into her 20s. He dated Beyonce when she was 18 years old. She was 18. You know, listening to Jaguar Wright will have you feeling really stupid when she's trying to say, Beyonce lied about her age. Remember she was trying to take up for Jay-Z, saying Beyonce was older than what she was before she decided to turn on Jay-Z? She was saying Beyonce lied about her age, she was older and all this stuff, trying to protect Jay-Z. The same Jaguar Wright that's trying to say he's a monster and he's worse than Diddy. See how that works? See, people forget. You know, I'm like the elephant, man. I don't forget none of that stuff. When she was going after Diddy, boy, she was loving some Jay-Z. Jay-Z, he's so smart and he's so perfect. She was loving some Jay-Z. Then she just flipped. Like overnight. Then everything was about, I hate Jay-Z. So if Jay was messing with her at 15 and got her pregnant at 16, they have proof of it now. The child, he's proof of that relationship. So if that scandal came out, what brand you think Disney would do business with Jay-Z? Beyonce would be forced to part ways with Jay-Z. Y'all don't understand this. This whole thing is a fight for Beyonce. That's what it's really about. We've danced around this for a long time, but I'm gonna tell y'all what it's really about. Nobody wants Jay ass at all because he got too much control over what they really want. And they want Beyonce. They want Blue Ivy. They want that. They just don't want Jay. And Jay was like, I don't care what y'all want. I'm coming with. I control all this. So she ain't going to do it unless I say do it. So it's out. I got all the control. They know that, and they don't like it. They want to put a tour up with Beyonce. Jay was like, nah, it's Jay and Beyonce. I'm going to tour with her. Nobody want to hear your songs. I beg to differ. So Jay-Z was on the international tour with her. Now, when you look at the net worth, Jay is almost double her net worth. She be like, woo, my net worth is high. I got a lot of money. And she look at Jay-Z net worth like, whoa, why is yours so much more than us? It's the same pot, baby. That's all. Because Jay is the one that's managing it. He's the one that's getting paid off all your songs. You don't get paid off all Jay's songs. Jay get paid off all your work. Beyonce, all that tour you did, Jay get paid. Everything, Jay get paid. Jay's your management. They're getting paid. So Jay has given her this confidence, like she put every bit of faith in Jay. He's a genius. He turned the cheating affair and got it all around and spun it to gold. Now I made an album where I had braids and I was like, you ain't gonna be treating me like that. And he came out with his album apologizing. I'm sorry. And everybody, they love us now. Now we stronger than ever. They bought both our albums. Yeah, Jay-Z took this woman's song and it was already a hit. And man, Jay heard it and took a whole song and made the full 44 song. I'm never gonna cheat you. I'm never gonna cheat you like I should. And I knew the woman because it was a controversy. They thinking like that ain't a white woman. They putting a white woman in, got a black woman singing for her. And the white woman really was singing that. She could sing. She could throw down. Like they were like, oh, y'all don't know her. Like she's known out here in like England and stuff. So Jay acted like he was doing her a favor, putting her up in the clubs and everything. Like they was gonna blow her up. Jay just wanted to steal your music. He didn't care about that. No, what's crazy to me is that they don't see the play. You know, it's like brothers don't see the play. They just love to see misery of other people and talk about it and just jump down their throat. But to sit there because it goes viral and you want to be in the viral moment, in the viral space, you want to ride the wave and take the angle everybody else is taking. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Jaguar Wright is that imagine if you've never listened to or didn't know anything. Then if you listen to Jaguar Wright, you'll go, damn, okay. Man, that make a lot of sense. Now, Jaguar has been around a lot. You know, she's been around the entertainment business for a while. So she's seen a lot. But a lot of stuff she heard rumors on too. And she knows how to spin that to get bread. She don't care. Like some of the stuff she manufactures, some of the stuff she don't know is true. She just thinks it's true because everybody's saying her name. This is somebody that's been in the psych ward many times. Spent the night there. It's hysterical, sporadically crazy. And she just don't even know how to make money off herself. She snapped on the people that tried to help her and align themselves with her. The Star Report cussed her out and threw her off his show immediately when she tried to come up there. She wants to go with anybody that's going to spread her nonsense if they have some momentum. And at the time, she was with Storm, fell out with Storm, got back cool with Storm. She went with Night and Day, fell out with Night and Day, tried to sabotage his channel. I'm like, I don't have time with it. I don't really need her, so I don't deal with Jaguar Wright. And when every time somebody was mentioning her name, it was something. You know, it was a big deal. Like, oh my God, they mentioned Jaguar Wright. You see how that worked? Oh my God, it's Jaguar Wright. She got to know what she's talking about. Jag, no. But if you're somebody who don't know better, how could I blame you? You know what I'm saying? I can't look at you and say, hey, man, what are you even thinking about? Right. I would be a fool. That's what I say all the time. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm just not in the fool business. Well, to think one way and move another way is an entirely different analogy. But I'll tell you like this. Jay-Z and Desiree Perez and all the actions they was doing back in the day, they're going to be digging into all these old lawsuits. They're going to be digging into every practice they did. They coming after Roc Nation. So they're going to have to saddle up and get ready. Of course, people, man, everybody has seen this before. This is what's happening now. Feel me? So what's happening now? I know. And definitely hit the like button too, y'all. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate y'all hitting the like button and showing love to the page. I really do. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Buzz Life. The Nate Jones story. Make sure y'all follow Nate Jones' story too. Nate Jones is incredible. He got a membership over there. He's training Devin the Dream Haney. Yeah, so we getting all that footage that y'all seeing, the training of them working out there, putting in that work. It's a lot of people, fans are all caught up because they caught up on First 48, all these mystery cases. But notice, nobody talking about these white folks. White folks' money is all good. Nobody talk about them. Skip Bayless just got hit with the craziest accusation ever, right? The woman said every day he hitting on her, trying to get sex from her, and all this stuff, right? Offered a 1.5 million. Nobody talking about him. They talking about the black woman. that was sleeping her way to the top. That was the biggest story of all. Skip chilling. Jerry Jones then went out there and basically did it all, man. He got the young girls. I mean, he all in the photographs, willingly taking the picture. Got the young girls on their knees, and nobody cared. As long as you white, it's all right. And now they waving that big in your face. Elon Musk, all the stuff he did, that's gone. Donald Trump, your president of the United States of America, just been elected. You know what the hell he did? Nobody talk about Clinton, his black son, nothing. They got the complexion for the protection for the collection. They done rolled it all the way back up. They said, look, we gonna remove the curtains and we ain't gonna hide it no more. It's cause we white. So, and that's why they doing it now. If you black, you gotta walk on your tippy toes. White people exempt. They don't lose business connects, no business practices. Nobody's going over there talking about Charlie Dixon needs to be fired. Ain't no investigation into Charlie Dixon, nothing. Oh, thanks, Industry Cam. Appreciate the super chat. Yes, that's what it's about. It's about removing Jay away from Beyonce. They know Beyonce is a ball of clay. That woman, her confidence level is not strong enough to do stuff on her own. She needs others to make decisions for her. That's perfect for them. But Jay stands in their way of total control. Garth Brooks came after me, bro. I got to talk about it on the Patreon, but Garth Brooks came for me. I made one video. Y'all don't think none of y'all saw it. Dude, it didn't do nothing on YouTube. Like, I have seen that before. It just stopped as soon as I hit the button to upload it to y'all. They would not let the video go anywhere. I said, wow. Garth Brooks people, man, yeah, they came right after me. Like, if anybody say Garth Brooks did anything, y'all better, you take it down immediately and bring it to Garth Brooks' lawyer. I'll be like, damn. Garth Brooks? So now I was like, you know what's going to happen, right, Garth Brooks? I just had to deal with a lot of stuff at the house at the time. That's why y'all ain't seen it yet. But, oh no, I ain't forget. I just got to get everything right. And when I get everything right, I'm coming right back for you, Garth Brooks. Oh, you got the wrong one. You scared them other people. You ain't scared me, Garth. I ain't going to war till I got my situation right. It'd be like, okay, now I got my situation right, Garth. Now I want war. They have been doing this stuff for years. These white people been dating these 20-year-old models. You see the white guy who had Russell Simmons' daughter out there. She with this old, out of shape, 70-something-year-old man, older than Russ, who's a family friend of theirs, and he got their daughter all on the beach. Well, when I get on the Patreon, we'll talk about what's going on with the California fires. This is not even fire season. This has everything to do with WWE, and we're going to go into a whole lot of stuff that just went down. But I can't say it. I can't say what I'm about to say on YouTube because it's their platform. But baby, on the Patreon, y'all finna hear me go off. Matter of fact, we finna end this and I'm going over there right now. I'm out.